some good nuggets yesterday.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, well, it is 11:30 and we don't want to waste any time. We want Chastity to have the floor. Thank you all for showing up today. I will be working on the recordings to make sure that they get out. We're going to post them in the event and then try to post them in the team pages. People can grab them and then share them. But Chastity, I am just going to turn it over to you.
Awesome. Well, hey, everyone. I'm so excited to be on. What an incredible lunch and learn sesh that this has been, the different days and all the leaders. So many golden nuggets, as I say all the time. You can get on these Zooms, but if you don't put anything into action, you've wasted 30 minutes of your life. And I'm going to tell you, time is non-refundable. So I need to put into play all of the things that I need to do every single day. And I am coming live to you from a special place, my bathroom. And I know a lot of people are going, what the flip is she doing? Hey, no, I haven't been taking too many treats and balance, and I'm staying close. That's not the thing. Natasha didn't give me a topic, so if you followed me for any length of time, you'll know I've been thriving for 6.5 years, and this is something that's near and dear to my heart. If you've heard me before, don't roll your eyes. I'm going to give you some more content, new content, but this is something that over and over again, I ask the question when someone feels stuck, what was your goal? Where were you headed? And 9 times out of 10, that's not clearly defined. So we're going to talk about goals and the power of the pin, something that is super important to me. And the reason I'm in my bathroom is because I always say how important it is. And Susan, you can, I was thinking about this as I was preparing, you actually have a rock star, $1 million leader in your organization because of a vision board that somebody saw in someone's home. And so not everybody comes into my bathroom, but the most important thing is that I come into my bathroom. There's going to be days that I don't make it to my office. My office is wherever this phone is, and to be honest, that could be outside, that could be at the lake, that could be at a grandkid's school. I mean, just various different places. And so, one of the places that I'm going to go to every single day is the bathroom. Okay. So from iShot, I can see that my bed is right there. My nightstand's right there. Capsules on an empty stomach before my feet hit the floor. Why do we put them on our nightstand? So that we can remember, so that they are visible, so we see them and we can take them before we forget. If my capsules were in the kitchen, I can guarantee you I probably would forget. Susan, am I good? Am I okay? Can't tell that. Okay. I would probably forget. They would be in the kitchen. I might get busy. I might pick up my phone. If I got out of bed, I might forget to take those capsules. So they're right there, visible where I can see them. My vision boards are right here in my bathroom. I'm always going to brush my teeth. Or even if I don't shower for that day, I'm always going to brush my teeth. I'm always going to see these things clearly in my face. I actually was blow drying my hair for y'all. I didn't put on makeup for you, but I blow dried my hair for y'all. Don't I look fluffy and pretty? But as I'm drying my hair, I am looking at the things that are on my vision board. That subconscious is coming in. I've got those broken into my team, my family, my spiritual goals, growth. And it's just super cool for me to see these things every single day. And they are in my forefront every single day. Now, that's my high level, and to be honest, where I am right now and where I was in January are 2 different places. And so I had to give myself grace that those goals had to shift beyond circumstances of my control, and it still is a clear visual of where I'm going. Are some of those achievable in 2020? Absolutely not. But that doesn't mean that they're irrelevant anymore. They are still something that's super important to me. So one of the things I want to talk to you guys is about the power of the pen, and the fact that I know a lot of you guys are, technology driven. You put it all in your phone. For me personally, I like to write it. I like to see it. I like to be able to highlight it. I like that sense of accomplishment. I don't know what color code that is or what personality trait that is, but I like to be able to say, I got that accomplished. I don't love lists, but I operate better on lists. So, when I start my month, I start with clear, defined goals. And I'm just going to share my real legit goals with you guys. This is October. And the way I break mine down is faith, family, fortune, and future. And I put on there some of the high level things. What do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish for that month? And maybe, you know, that looked very different in June than it does now. I'm now able to attend some events in person. I'm able to schedule some events where I wasn't able to do that in June. Family, I have on here, get the giggles once a week, get Macy and JC scheduled for volleyball, things like that are important to me to make sure that I put them very intentional into my planner for that particular month. My fortune, Cabo qualifications, now I added double and triple. Let's see, the mud event, get the lifestyle challenge group thing going. I see Courtney's up here. Hey, we got to start that challenge. I have you on my list. My future, I need to finish my SEP contribution this month. I mean, there's so many things that I'm writing on this list so that I know where I'm headed. Why would I put that on there about the SEP contribution? Well, I know I need to, you know, pinch some pennies some places so that I can contribute. So when we have Canton, I don't know if y'all know the Dallas area, but we have Canton. I really wanted to go to Canton, and I started thinking, nope, I'm not going to do that because I haven't finished this one particular goal. Now, I'm not as disciplined as Susan is. I remember like last month, she said something like she wasn't going to go out to eat or have the chocolate or something. Like, no, we will not be depriving ourselves, but I will restrict in areas so that I can achieve some things. But I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. So I want to ask you, what did you set? And drop in the comments, what's one thing you set for a goal for October? And then tell us, is that a personal goal? Is that a physical goal? Is that a financial goal? We track our calories, we track our workout, but we don't track our goals. We don't track our progress. I absolutely love to pull out a planner from last year, the year before, from all of the years that I've been in LaBelle and look at where was I? Where was I in October? What was I doing? Where was I traveling to? And things look very different. I was looking at April, y'all, and April is like there's almost no white space because April was crazy. It was fast and furious. It was hot and heavy. And then when I got to, I've already got it pinned off, but like July, there's a lot of white space. Nothing was there. So what happened was we got distracted, we got detoured, and a lot of us quit setting those goals because after, you know, all of the pandemic and everything happened, we said, you know what, what's the use? My year is shot. I'm giving up. Why even try? And here's the thing. Every single day you have a new opportunity to do things better than you did yesterday. You have to know, what do you want to accomplish in a day? Me, I want to master my miracle morning. I want to make my bed. My miracle morning consists of my quiet time, my prayer time, my feeding myself with the word of God, praying for my family, moving my body. That's my miracle morning components. Those are things that are non-negotiable for my life. Then I look at, there's a gazillion Zooms. There's a lot of things happening. And I'll just be honest. Lisa had a Zoom at 11 o'clock, which is a fire Zoom. I knew that I needed to prepare for this, so I didn't get on the 11 o'clock Zoom. But what I'll do is I'll catch the replay of that. But I knew that I had this scheduled at 11:30. So I don't try to do all of the things. I try to do the things that I need to, and I try to do them well. So I ask myself for every day, every week, and every month, what do I need? What can I do? Where are my notes? What do I need? And what can I do? I had a third one. Where is it? Maybe on another thing. Okay, so what do I need? So one of the things is why? Okay, what do I need? What can I do to get there? And why am I trying to get there? So one of the things that I put on there was Cabo qualification. And I put beside that, do I need that? Well, here's the thing. I need people. I need to see my team. I need to hug. I need sunshine and a beach. And I just need to be around that energy. So yes, I need that. What can I do? I can follow my tracker to the T. what it's going to tell me what exactly, where am I, how many more auto ship customers do I need to have, how many more months at 12K, how many months at 40K, whatever it is. If I'm qualifying for you know, all inclusive with airline, you know, where am I needing to be? And then why do I want to be there? And I said, you know, I want to be there because I want to see my team. I want to see, I want to go on a lifestyle getaway. You know, we don't know what we have until it's gone. And I can appreciate that our lifestyle getaways are amazing. If you are needing to thrive for free, okay, what do you need? You need to thrive for free. What can you do? Well, what do you have to do? You have to have those 2 customers on auto ship so that you can thrive for free. And why? Well, maybe your why is that I can't afford it. Why? Because I tell my team it's the principles and foundation of our business. I need to be thriving for free as well. I need to have those credits so that I can use those to incentivize people as they come in, to be able to help people get started. Maybe they have a budget and I've got that $10, $25 in credits that I can share with them. The other one that I added just in the last couple of days, or the last day, was double and triple. What do I need? I need a double and triple. Well, let's talk about that one. Why do I need that? Well, yes, it's a no-brainer that's a lot of commission. That's a lot of extra commission, but you know, your why shifts, right? I can tell you today's payday will be absolutely amazing. That extra 30, that extra 60, that extra 90. Yeah, it's awesome. But is that impactful enough for me to hit that goal? Well, why I need to do that is because what that means for me for double and triple, maybe you're saying, well, I would love the shout out. I would love for people to see that, you know, I had a progress, that I am achieving success. Maybe you're a leader and you want your team to see that you're doing the do, that what you're telling them, they're also doing. Maybe you do. That extra cash would be absolutely amazing for you. Why? Why are you doing those things? And so for me, that, you know, what do I need? That means that I need, you know, 3 of my personals to sign up and order, you know, or grab their promoter packs. And, you know, I may say, hey, Natasha, I don't know, how are you doing on product? I may grab Gretchen and I grab Courtney and say, hey, how are y'all doing on product? And this is an opportunity for me to invest back in my team, because I know that I'm going to make those doubles, triples, and, you know, commissions off of that. Maybe I can give back $30, or maybe I can say, hey, I'm giving you $60 off of a 400 pack, or I'm going to give you $100 off the 400 pack. It's my time to invest back into them because I know I'm going to make that commission. Maybe I don't have that opportunity. Maybe I can't give back that type of commissions any other time in the year, but this is that time where I can do that. The other thing is that when we have these types of promos, all of the things that our customer qualifications, we need promoters right now. So Cabo's up, and we need promoters and we need customers. We've been talking about the list, I know, for years, but we've been talking about the list consistently since our GOAT training. And we talked about creating that list. So right now, yesterday, was that yesterday when that launched, or the day before? I don't even remember. The double and triple. But anyway, your list should be such as that, you know, right away who are the people that you are going to say, hey, you know what, Gretchen, and I keep using Gretchen because I can see her right there. I know that you've been watching me for a hot minute, and right now Lavelle has got this double and triple promo going on, and girl, if you've ever thought that this might be the thing for you to jump in, right now would be the time. This is that intentional conversation. I was having a conversation with one of my leaders, and she said, how do I reach out to people? How do I have that conversation with them about getting started in the business? They're really not doing anything. These are the times. Maybe, when our treat meal came out, you should have had that active list of people that you knew. They're always talking about weight loss. They're always talking about the latest and greatest product. They're always talking about, do you have some kind of deal? Do you have some kind of discount? That list should be where you can turn to it right away. Your double and triple, immediately going to your personals, your front level people and going, hey, where do you stand on products? How are you doing on products? Hey, I've got this promo going on right now. Benefits you, benefits me. Let's partner together and let's make this happen. And that's when you work more effective, because again, on my goals list, my qualification for Cabo is definitely going to need customers and definitely going to need customers and promoters. So working through those things, even though, you may not always have your goals or what you want to achieve like right in front of you. Even though I said I have it in my bathroom, this goes in my planner. My planner it goes with me everywhere. It's in front of me, but I don't have it taped to me. I don't have it clipped to me. But here's the thing that I know. Everywhere that I go, I, in my mind, know what October achievement looks like for me. So if I am out and about, we haven't been out and about as much as we typically would, but hey, if you're going to Friday night football game or you're going to fall festival and you're seeing people, you're seeing humans, it's been very, very evident and very clear with going through the A to Z alphabet and realizing that, people are getting off of social media. They're, they don't want to see all the crap. And, some of them are not disciplined, and they will get on social media and they'll let it run their day and ruin their week. So they're just deciding, you know what, I'm deactivating it completely. But there may be somebody you're going to see at that football game that they're no longer seeing your posts. They're no longer seeing your stuff, that you're going to have that conversation. Hey, Susan, hey girl, I hadn't seen you on Facebook. And Susan's going to say, oh, you know what? There's too much crap. I deactivated so I could focus on my kids and, trying to do this, in school virtual learning. Girl, I'm just exhausted. You know what? I know I saw that, the kids are, their schedules are crazy, but, I'm still thriving. I still got that, happy pack waiting on you. I've been waiting on you for 7 years now. And, so whatever that conversation is, you are going to prepare yourself, because you're going to be conscious and aware of your goals as you're walking through your entire month. So I want you to understand, and this is just an acronym that I remember when I'm setting my goals. It's the SMART goals. Are they specific? Are they measurable? Are they attainable? Are they relevant? And are they time sensitive, time based? Are they specific? You may say, okay, I'm going to set Cabo as a goal that I want to achieve. I want to go to Cabo. Well, let's be specific. Do you want to earn the whole shebang? Do you want to have your airfare? Yes, the answer is yes to that. So very, very specific down to that. And then once you write that down for Cabo, even though you have your tracker, you don't have to write this down every week, but write down, what are you going to need? What are you going to need to get to that goal? Can you measure it? You absolutely can measure your Cabo goal, because you know how many promoters, you know how many customers, how many months at 12, how many months at 40. Is it attainable? It absolutely is attainable. It's absolutely achievable for you. Is it relevant? Well, you have to answer that question. Is it relevant for you to be in Cabo? Maybe you say, you know what, my husband and I haven't had a vacation in, since January, or we haven't had a vacation in almost 2 years now, because we were supposed to go on vacation in June and that got canceled. And I really could use a vacation. Make it relevant to you. Is it something that you want to achieve? And give yourself a time base. Well, with this one, Lavell's automatically going to put us a time on that, because there's obviously a deadline. So no matter what your goal is, whether it is a faith or physical goal, a family goal, a fortune, or your future, you've got to use that same metrics for all of it, knowing, is it specific? A lot of people say, I want to get debt free, Chasity. And I'm like, that is great. How much debt do you have? And they cannot tell me. They absolutely cannot tell me. And I'm like, you have to know the number. Guys, when I started with Lavell, I knew I had $80,000 in personal debt. $80,000 is what I had, right? Well, when I got started, and from the achievements, from the accomplishments, I was able to put every penny of commissions that I had earned away in a checking account. So in 90 days, I was able to put away over $80,000 for debt, because I knew exactly where I was. I knew exactly where I needed to be. I know exactly what I owe the IRS. Yeah. Anybody else? I know exactly those things. So I am very clearly focused on what I have to accomplish. So very, very specific. Someone says, they come in and they're a customer. I always, whether they're a customer or promoter, I love this. Jenny Lang sent me a message this morning, and she's like, hey, I want you to do a 3-way call. And I said, cool. I loved that she said she's going to connect with your personality, her mindset, but it's not really about the money. She's got 8 kids. I mean, she just listed the reasons and what the goals were for this customer or promoter. I don't remember what it was. And I love that. I love the fact that she asked, she wasn't thinking, Jenny's not thinking, and maybe she was on the back end, but not in this scenario. She was thinking, what does she want to achieve? What does she want to accomplish? When your customers come in, you've got to ask them. They're going to say, well, I want energy. Okay. Energy, what does that energy mean to you? What does that look like? Does that mean, you just have, by the time your day is done, you can still get a little bit of laundry done, you can get dinner done? Does that look like in the evening you work out? Does that look like, after your corporate job is done, you still can go coach the kids? What does that look like? I need energy is super, super vague. I need to know what exactly you need. Well, I have a weight loss goal. Okay. Let's talk about, where do you want to be? How many pounds do you want to be at? Where are you looking to be? Or is this are you interested in non-scale victory? Do you have some clothes that you want to get into? Yes, I have a wedding dress, and I need to wear that in, November, and this is the size I want to be. Okay. Hey, I really, really could use some extra cash. Okay, what does extra cash look like to you? Does that look like paying your electric bill? Does that look like paying your mortgage? Does that look like a car payment? What do those specifically look like for you? And I'm going to tell you, just like if you ask those questions from your customers and you ask those questions from your business partners, if you ask yourself those same types of questions, you will know how to navigate that. You will have a drive to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Here's the thing. If I said, say for example, my family happened to plan a trip to Cabo the week before Lavelle is going to Cabo. Maybe there was a reasoning where I was going to go to Cabo, and now, oh, well, it's going to be Cabo. I'm not very interested. I don't have a heartstring attached. There may be a lot of things that, because I don't have what I need and why I need it attached to it, that I may not push very hard in October. I may realize that, it's kind of cold here. So can you see my DFT? No. Am I making those things visible so that when I'm in the grocery store, when I'm at a football game, my DFT is visible for people to see it, so that I can have that conversation? The DFT has to be visible so that those conversations get started, especially right now, because they can't tell. Thanks to Botox, my face doesn't move right here. So they can't tell whether I'm smiling at them or not. So if I didn't have Botox in, they would be able to, no, I'm just kidding. But they can't see my face. They can't see if I'm smiling at them. Am I trying to initiate a conversation? Am I trying to lean in? So I have to be very, very conscious. We are actually planning an event. I love to do runs. I love to do runs. I love to do fall festivals. I love to connect with new people. And I realize that for me, maybe there's people on here that, you're building a bad to the bone business and you do it all 100% on social media. That's great for you. But I have to build outside of that. I'm a relationship builder, and I make connections. Every single place I go, I want to make new connections. I want to meet new people. Do those turn into customers and promoters right away? Absolutely not. Somebody I met at an event over a year ago just now became a customer. So, but those are cultivating those relationships every single place that I go. I'll be honest, in June and July, I kind of sat back. I mean, I didn't really have a whole lot of goals. I wasn't really working towards anything. I'm not an auto elite earner. So, it wasn't like that, just driven and drive. Here's something I want to achieve. So my goals weren't as defined and written down and clear as they are right now. So right now I'm like, you know what? I love that. Susan said Cabo will be our anniversary trip. What a great way to have your anniversary trip paid for by Lavelle, and you buy you some diamonds or a Louis Vuitton with that money you would have spent on an anniversary. There you go. Yes, know your why, sister. So, whatever it is, whatever it looks like to you, if you want that auto bonus. Guys, when I came in, I didn't need the money. I had an incredible corporate job. Yes, I had debt, but who doesn't? I wasn't thinking get debt free. I'm thinking keep working to pay that debt, but that wasn't my why. That was not driving me. What was driving me was I needed to feel better. I needed to get out of the bed and I needed to go to the office. So my goals were very, very clear defined. I need to be in the office at least 5 days a week for at least a couple of weeks straight. I need to get up and get moving. I set those goals. Then I realized, you know what? My friends need this product. So then my why shift to, can I help other people? I absolutely could help other people because I knew who was laying on the couch. I knew who was tired and exhausted. Then I knew who was broke, busted, and disgusted. Then I could share that for the business side and then continue to grow that. I'll be honest, leading an organization this massive, I see a lot of people and they're still continuing to just bam, 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 bring people in right and left. And I think I have a lot of fence sitters. I have a lot of people that watch me. I get people that'll say, I'll see them in town or I'll see them at an event and they're like, you know what, I've been meaning to reach out to you. And I'm like, why haven't you? Why haven't you reached out to me? Girl, we need to be doing this thing. And, if I am not in their face, if I am not soliciting them to, hey, thrive with me, who do you have? You should have a list of people, because this is something we've talked about, and I know I'm running out of my time. This is something we've talked about with our, for years. Who are the people that you would love to travel with? Who are the people that you've said, you know what, I would love this person. We'd be super, super fun. She loves to travel. They've been posting about like, I'm missing my trips. They're always going somewhere cool. Hey, I would love for you to travel with me, and I'd love for Lavelle to pay for it. Something that they love, a like, an interest that they have. Maybe someone has said, my car broke down again. That's that opportunity for me. Once a month, that is that intentional messaging. It's something that I have on my to-do list, is message people that have said something about a vehicle or looking for a new vehicle, or, I voice those things. I'll jot them in my notes. Pam mentioned that she's needing a new car. Kristen mentioned that, she's frustrated with the kids. And, Gretchen mentioned that she's, not a good stay-at-home mom teacher, and mental clarity, things like that, that as I'm going through my newsfeed, I'm making notes of that so that everything that I do has to be center focused with my goals and my purpose, whether that's my daily goals, that's my weekly goals, and that's my monthly goals. And I challenge you to set something on your daily goals that is super, super easy to achieve. For example, a daily goal for me is to make my bed. A daily goal for me is 30 minutes of movement. Now, I didn't say a 10K or a triathlon. I just said 30 minutes of movement, whatever that looks like to elevate my heart rate. Every single week, I can make an intentional effort to get my giggles, to open my schedule to say, hey, I'm picking up my grand giggles this week, so that they know Bella loves them and that they're important, because I'm not just a thriver. I am a lot of different things, and all of these things are important to me, but I'm very clearly defined. Because here's the thing, if I've been busy all week long, I'm doing this Zoom this morning and I do something else in the morning, I know that there's only 5 days in the week, and one of those days I want to set aside a day for my grand giggles. That is something that I have to be intentional with. So your goals for your week, and then the goals for your month, what does that look like for you? Maybe it's just, hey, I want to take one day a month and just absolutely turn my phone off. Don't freak out, leaders. It's okay for them to turn their phone off. It's healthy. Now, just don't do it at the end of the month. It's healthy. It's healthy to recharge yourself. Everything works better if you disconnect, unplug, and recharge. But don't call your leader and say, I'm not achieving my goals, I'm falling short. A lot of times when people call me for a coaching call, or they call me because a customer is not, achieving their goals, and I say, well, what was your original goal? And we have a specific situation right now. Amber's in a 3-way chat with us, and we have a gentleman, and he literally wants to, lose 25 pounds in one day. That's not that on our metrics. That's not achievable. Okay. That's not attainable. They can't lose 25 pounds in one day. So we have to reel them back in, and having somebody else look at your goals and say, hey, you know what? Here's where this is what I'm looking at. Do you think this looks good for this quarter? This is what I'm looking at for this month. Have somebody that you can be accountable to. So many times we don't put that out there because we're afraid that we're going to fail. We are afraid that we won't achieve it. Look, you got to find you somebody that is what I call safe circle, and they're going to cheer you up, not pull you down. They're going to tell you, you know what, Natasha, you said you wanted to be in Cabo, but girl, it's been 2 months and you haven't enrolled nobody. You have no new free accounts. You have, this is that conversation, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And by having those goals in front of you and having those goals handed over where someone can look at them, you together can come together and go, you know what? Here's the deal. I am trying to achieve this. And if you have those goals where it's like, hey, here's a small goal. And Natasha says, Chas, I'm just burning it at both ends. I'm having a struggle. And I'll say, you know what? You said one of your small wins was you want to make your bed. Have you made your bed today? And you're going to say, yeah. Okay, cool. That's a small win. You've achieved something. We're going to flip it to you've accomplished something. So on the days when Corona has been around for so many minutes and days and weeks, and I'm over it, I can still look up at these boards right here and go, you know what? I haven't achieved everything that I want to, but I've achieved a lot of things, and I'm going to keep going. And guess what? I'm already ahead of the game for 2021, because the things that got bumped out of my control for 2020, they're going to 2021 if they are still in alignment with my vision, my values, and where I want to be in 5 years, 5 months, 5 days, whatever that looks like. So, again, there's power in that pen. Writing it down attaches it to your psychological. And if you're like the digital queen or king, that's super, super cool. But I challenge you, write it somewhere and post it. Again, these are things that I am just so passionate about. I'm so passionate about our goals, our affirmations. I have people that'll come over, and you can see it right here. You'll see right here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room to get dressed. And I'm like, look, I can't see anyway because I'm old. So I just use this magnifying glass over there. I don't really need to see all of that because I can't see it anyway. But what I can see is that I'm rooted. I can see that I am the right girl at the right place at the right time. I can see that the compass stands for possibility and passion and emotion. I can see that I can be more than I ever dreamed that I can be. I can see my affirmations. I can see that I need to follow my heart. I can see be the change that I want to see in the world. I can see be amazing today. And all of those things remind me of where I'm headed today, this week, and this month. Now, I believe that we're not to worry and fuss about tomorrow and all the things. Today has enough worries of its own. But for today, do you know where you're headed? Do you know what you want to accomplish? If you said, hey, I want to get on that 11:30 Zoom because that wildfire spastic girl is going to be on, you go put a check mark, give yourself a sticker, something that, you know what, I did one thing. If your bed's made, hey, check mark, because there's going to be a lot of days where you're not going to accomplish what you want to. There's going to be a lot of days that chaos and confusion. Thank you, 2020, for showing us this, that we are not always in control of our goals and where we're going to be headed, because things unexpected, out of our control, are going to happen. But still, even though we get deterred, we get pulled, the kids forgot this, something happens, you still have a clarity of here's where I'm headed. Even though I got a little bit distracted and a little bit detoured, I know where I'm going. So I know that I kind of threw all that out there, but I do want to challenge you. I challenged a lot of you on last week's Excel Empire to write these down. Once you get them written down, get them on a sticky note, get your goals, and then just put your monthly up on somewhere where you can see them, somewhere that you go every single day. You know, in your mirror in your bathroom, maybe it's the laundry room, maybe I know a lot of people put it in the rear view mirror in their car. I don't get in my car every day, so if I put it there, that wouldn't be effective for me. But a mirror, somewhere where I see it, because even if I'm not reading through it, I'm still subconsciously thinking about it. I'm seeing it, I've written it, I've said it. The power of this pen, the power of where I want to go is always in my mind. And then when I have a decision to make in my day, a decision in my week, or a decision in my month, if that is not aligned with where I want to be, I have to have that same power to say no to the wrong thing so that I can say yes to the right thing. So Susan, I'll pass it back to you, and thank y'all for having me.
Hold on. Absolutely amazing. Read the chat because you're going to love all the stuff you see in there.